Good morning. I think I am live. There I am. It is chi time, everyone. How are we doing today? Gather. Let's gather together today. Let's grab some water. Just want to do a test to make sure you can hear me. Some water. Yep, you can hear me. Yay. Yay. Well, good morning. It's a bright, clear day where I am, and we are going to be doing some Qigong. We're going to talk a little bit about exactly what is Qi. I've been talking about this all week. We've been talking about this Qi energy and exactly what it is, and um, you know, where it goes in your body and exactly how it feels. So I want to just talk a little bit about that, the energy centers that we have in our body, and how you can identify them for yourself. It's really pretty easy. And I'm just going to verify I'm live here um, on Facebook. If you guys don't mind bearing with me, I have my live screen behind me. Yesterday, I didn't set it up quite well, so you didn't see all of me. So I think this might work a little bit better. We are trying to figure things out here. So let's see if we are live. No. Oh, I am live. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, it can be so deep, but I'm glad you're here. And so get some comfy clothes on, get comfortable, get some water. And if you're watching on the replay, just indicate you're on the replay. And like I said, if you're watching this after work, come home, get some comfy clothes on, grab a little sip of water, and let's unwind. All right, I'm going to change my view here a bit. Let's see. And see if it, pinned a second. See if that does it. Good morning. If you're there, say good morning. If you're live with me right now, I would appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out, it looks like it wants to do it. There we go. Let's see. Okay, I don't want the sound down. No sound. There we go. All right. And that didn't work, or I pinned it to the second. Let's see. Bear with me, guys, as I'm getting this all set up for you, because I'd like you to see the big view of me. Right now, you're just seeing this view isn't going to, I don't think, give you enough room. Let's see, let's adjust it here a bit and see if you can see my set a little bit better. Well, that's not too bad. You see my plant light. That might have to do it. I don't know. I like to have this other view. Maybe I can. I thought I had this figured out, guys. I apologize. Oh, there, hide self view. Here we go. This might work. Let's see how the view is on your end. You should still be able to see me or hear me. but it goes to the full view because I'd like you to have a full view. Here we go. So we'll see if it will do that for us. It'll switch the camera. Might take a minute or two, I don't know. Usually these things take a minute, but if not, we're just gonna go with this and let it be. So you can see most of me. So if you're here standing, get into Wu Qi. So Wu Qi is just standing shoulder width apart. Take a nice, deep, comfortable breath in your nose. Feel your body soften as you exhale, either through your nose or through your mouth, whichever you prefer. And just relax. This is your time for you. And so we've been talking a little, and so I'd like you to just stand in this Wu Qi posture if you can, while I talk a tiny bit. I'm going to talk about these 3 energy centers of our body that we all have, and they correspond in our body to. Okay, you can see me good. All right. So they correspond to our energetic self, and like I told you before, we were talking about this qi that we are born with. And in traditional Chinese medicine, which Qigong is part of, there are, like I said, 3 main centers. We've been really just talking about the one. And this one is called your lower dantian, which really is our energy center. And there are 3, though, energetic reservoirs in our body that hold qi. And qi is our life force. It's in every single living thing that exists. There's life force until it's like right now we see fall here in America. It's leaves are turning and things are dying. So we're seeing this transition. But so the life force is leaving the leaf, if you will. But in our body, there's 3 main dantians, and they're connected together by a core. This white healing light that we talked about yesterday, that we pulled down, this lovely white healing light into our body. And this white healing light flows through the body centers. So our core coming out of the head, and it flows above you, and it comes out our head, and it goes down into our perineum. So if you can think of it, it's our spinal cord, and our DNA, everything just wraps around it. But it's within this pole concept, if you will, that our chakras exist. And these energetic vortexes that we have to support, they're physical, they're mental, and they're emotional and spiritual. And our spiritual well-being really depends that these are all connected. Our soul is kind of waiting for us to connect them all. And they're really vitally important in the healing journey that we all have. And throughout our life, they really play a really important role. Well, there's a lot of focus on the 7 chakras in the yogic tradition, right? I'm sure you've all heard the 7 chakras. Well, we also focus on chakras 8 and 9. So we all have these. So then we also have chakras 8 and 9, which is really pretty cool. And in traditional Chinese medicine, we go a little bit deeper than most. So, but chakra 8 is the first of the 3 heavenly transpersonal chakras. And they're located about a foot above the top of our head. So if you think a crown, right? And that it is associated with the spiritual energy we call Han, and the spirit Han lives within our liver. And so Han is a spiritual guide that we have, and it supports our Shen, which is our spiritual, our heart spirit, right? And in our day-to-day living, it's symbolized by the green dragon. I always like this. I have a green dragon over here that I look at all the time. And it just helps to motivate that spiritual, energetic portion of me that I want released. And so in our dream, our spirit flows outside of our body to give us messages. And in our dream state, this is when this chakra really kind of helps our REM sleep. So, and all day long as well. But, and then there's the ninth chakra, and this is the first of the earthly transpersonal chakras. So this one's located about a foot, if you can imagine, underneath our feet. And it's associated with our spiritual energy, and they call it Po. So Hun and Po. And this spirit resides in our lungs. Your Po is our spiritual guide that supports our basic energy that we have within our body. And it resides in our lungs. And our Po just helps support this basic energy of survival, this tenacity that we can have, right? Found in all animals, all people, all things have this voracious veracity to live. Like when we are ending our life, it's like the last thing we do is take that last breath, right? But this is symbolized then in traditional Chinese medicine by the white tiger. Now, the Po is about grounding our physical body into our base essence, and that takes the form of our senses. So, hearing, sight, our tactile sensations, right? And so, when we're doing Qigong and when we practice Qigong, um, we simply try to cultivate and quiet these meridians, right? And with meditative movement, and we really try to begin to incorporate the chakras above and below our main 7 chakras into this awareness practice that we're doing, this Qigong. It helps bring in this energy into our body. And so these additional chakras can really help you to take your awareness and focus beyond the energies of your own body, right? And into the energies you have all around you. This healing energy is so powerful, and it's just essential in protecting you from harm. If you have a strong Wei Qi, is what we call it, your protective Qi, this field around you, right? So during COVID, we learned about this field around us. Well, we all have it. We've had it since birth. It's called our Wei Qi. If you can support it and make it stronger, you're able to heal. And this healing happens to you from within. And so, with that, you need balance and flow from both inside and outside to maximize your healing potential within. So, here's your wonderful journey of learning your chakras and now knowing that you have an 8th and 9th chakra. And so then when I pull us in our chakras in, right? When I pull us in, I'm pulling down the heavens, and we're bringing this crown of energy into our body. It really works well and helps support our energetic body. I was really glad to talk to you a little bit about that. I think it's very important to understand. Everyone knows yoga, everyone's into yoga. Not many, Qigong has been a really, I have to say, very well-kept secret. In China, they really didn't want it out, but one of the Chen family came to the U.S. in, gosh, what was it? In the 70s. He was the one of the last original. They got during the Chinese Revolution. They got rid of Qigong. They didn't want anyone to know about it. They killed all the old masters, and he actually was able to leave undercover and come to the U.S. And he actually brought a lot of these old traditions with him, and they're still masters, of course, in China, but they got rid of a lot of them. But us Westerners really started to learn more about Qigong then. And yoga kind of was in that mix, but Qigong was more a well-held secret, if you will, because it is so wonderful and energetic and internal. Where Tai Chi is the martial art form of Qigong. And so if you want to build up enough energy, you can, with Qigong, to build up enough energy to slam your partner or slam whoever you want next to you, and you can send them flying with your just a little push of your own energy. So anyway, let's get under a Wu Chi position. That's enough of me talking today. I wanted to give you some a little bit of information about Qigong, and I hope it helps. All right, let's take a nice deep breath. Center your body, ground it. Just pretend your foot, your 3 pads of your foot. Just gently rest that foot on the ground on all 3 pads. Or now with your 6 feet, all 6 of the little pads of your feet. Tuck your chin back and in. Nice, knees bent, feet shoulder width apart. Shoulders nice and soft, and I want your armpits open. Tongue on the roof of your mouth. All right. Let's just identify where our breath is. And now today, we didn't do it yesterday. I want you to just close your eyes, identify where in your body you feel some tension, some tightness. Take a nice deep breath in. Try to get it as low as you can. Down into your belly is preferable. Let's put our hands on our belly. If you burp or if you hear clicking or popping anytime, that's a really good thing. It's called the turning moment. It's actually releasing some stagnant chi energy from your body. That's what we want to do, right? I just lost my Facebook page. I want to see if you guys can see me. There we go. But you're still not seeing the main part of me. But anyway, let's just keep going. So I apologize. I'm a one-man show here. I wish I had someone who can switch cameras for me. But anyway, identify in your body tension and tightness. Keep your pelvis just sunk deep and in, like a little bouncy movement. Just relax that pelvis. As you take a breath, it helps the pelvis. If it's relaxed, it'll help that breath go a little deeper into your body. And just identify where it is you feel. All right, hands down to our sides. I wish you could see all of me here. There's only one of you on right now, so I'm just going to try to adjust this because it's not working here on this end. Let's see. All right, that's not going to work there. Let's see. I think this other camera is what I do. Remove pin. There we go. I didn't want this one pinned. There we go. I figured it out. And I want the other one pinned. Here we go. All right. So Hi, guys. Hopefully that works. Yeah, I think that might work better. We'll see if this will transfer to you guys. Oh, there I am. Yeah, now you can see me both. All right. You get double view of me, but you get at least an up close and then a shorter view. So honestly, this might work. So, all right, let's continue. I don't know what it looks like in your phone. It might be pretty small on your phone, but I think this might work for us, right? All right. So what we're going to do this morning, just to warm up our body and get our senses ready, right, for the Friday ahead, right, and the weekend ahead, this lovely weekend, wherever you are, in this autumn weather. So what we're going to do is put your feet together and hands out, and bring your hands up. And we're just going to take our hands, bring our hands back down and bend over. And lift our hands up and look up to the sky. Right? Palms down and look down and down. And then look up. And when you're bending down, I don't want your knees to go over the top of your toes. Nice bend. This is a nice one just to relax your body and do it whenever you want to open up all the meridians. So we're in the beginning, we do some stretches just to get all our joints open. This is a really good one for that. All right, come back to center. All right, so now we're going to do another one where we are going to, let's see, pull our hands together into prayer position. Feel your palm of your thumbs on your heart center. And now with this flow, we're just going to open up to the energy of the universe, right? So we're going to take this flow from here, and we're just going to bend down and we're going to bring it out and then pull it back in into our heart center. Nice deep breath here. Bend your knees and push it out. And then keep your hands straight here as you can, and then pull it back in. It's like we're swimming through space and time here. So now get into the flow, just like you're swimming. Touch your hand to that your palm to that heart center, and then just release. So we're releasing some emotional energy we have here. It's also a good flow to open up our head, neck, and shoulders. So exhale here, and then inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, just like you're swimming. All right, hearts back to center. Let's drop them down to the side. All right, so let's do some head and neck shoulder rolls. So I'd like you to tuck your chin back and in, and we're just going to take our head and we're just going to look at our armpit. So look at your left armpit and turn your head one way and then turn your head the other way. opening up these lines of tension that we have in our head and neck. Oh, I don't know why my sound is echoing. I apologize, guys. What is going on? I don't know why it's not off completely. Let's see. There we go. I think I got it all off. Yes. All right. Apologize, guys. I'll have to do that next time. So in that Wuchia posture again, so then let's get to the other side. I apologize about all this, guys. We're going to get it together and everything will be good and I won't have any interruptions. So let's tuck our chin back and in. Let's go over to the other side, your other chin, your other armpit. Tuck your chin into that armpit more or less, but keep your shoulders soft. I don't want to bring your shoulder up here. I want your shoulder nice and soft. And I want you to reach your neck down into your armpit and make little circles. I'm going one way. You could do 9 times one way. And then 9 times the other way in little circles around our head and neck. This really helps release those lines of tension. Breathe through it and let those release. Now take your chin and come back to center. That really helps release a lot of that tension that we get held up into our neck. Now I want to give you a pressure point that you can use all day, any day for your C7 that really helps. My C7's been acting up lately. I actually have C7 radiculopathy. But so you're just going to take your hand in a little cupping fashion like this, right? Right on the back of your C7. Just scrape across there, just gently scrape across your C7 one way, just like that, right? Now take your other hand and then just gently scrape across it the other way. And so then we're just going to go back and forth across this meridian. So whenever you're feeling tension and tightness in your head and neck, and so that's why this is so cool to join my group, because I always give you little tips all through my class for your well-being, and you only get them here. I don't teach them anywhere else except in my daily classes. I don't teach them on my website. I probably should do some acupressure points, but so that is really good. If you feel now you released a lot, I mean, this is the center point, honestly, of a lot of our tension. So if you can just do that it's needing action a few times a day, you're just going to love it. Let me tell you. All right. So we did that. We've got our head, neck. We just needed our head and neck. After that kneading, if you want, you can, do some further clearing of that. Put your hands by your ear. So this just clears a lot of that tension. And so now what we're going to do, I want you to take, after you do that, take your hands down to your heart, and we're going to release this energy. So I want you to bring your hands up over your head. Keep holding onto your palm. Take your palm now behind your head. You can just gently turn your palms. And now we're going to rush it over our palm over our neck. And then we're going to release that energy out our body and let it go. Okay? All right. Let's try that again, right? So palm at the heart center. Bring your palm up. Nice deep breath here. Do a little wiggle. Release. And now exhale. Letting all that energy, tension, and tightness go. And release it down into the ground, right? Come back up. Let's bring that palm back to the heart center. Nice deep breath in. And then exhale. Release all that tension and tightness down to the ground. Inhale. And now exhale all that tension and tightness down to the ground. Very good. All right, as we're moving down our body, let's do a little knocking on the door of life. This is always a good one. I'd like you guys maybe to teach this to your friends and family this weekend. When I first got into Qigong, this is the one of the, I was teaching this to everyone. I'm like, this is the best exercise. And honestly, you could just do this the rest of your life and forget about everything else. And you would have done a good workout for your body every day. Do this for 15 minutes every day, and you'll be good. This exercise actually came from the Yellow Emperor. He asked Buddha he gave Buddha a comparison to like, I don't know, $10 million, a lot of money. Buddha didn't want it, but he used it, I'm sure, for the good of the people. But he asked Buddha for one exercise. He goes, I don't want to do all these exercises because there's a lot of exercises in Qigong. He just wanted one that he would move all his body, that he could just do and open up all the chakras that we were just talking about, all his energy centers, and be done with it. And so he would do 500 a day. And so when I first joined Qigong, I joined a 500 day challenge for this. And we do 500 of these a day. And I didn't mean 500 day challenge. We didn't do it for 500 days. We did 500 of these knocking on the door of life for 30 days. 500 days would be quite a bit, a year and a half of, but hey, like I just said, you could do it for that long. All right, so we're just gonna twist from our hips and waist, right? Just like this. And your body's just gonna follow you as you're twisting from your hips and waist. Your knees aren't gonna twist. I don't wanna see the twisty knees. So just from your hips and waist, because it really gives this action for your intercostals. We're gonna take our hand, the back of your hand can just gently hit across your back, the other side, and hit your kidney meridian. And this opens up all the meridians of our body. Breathe in and breathe out. Just any breathing you want to do, just relax into this. Oh, my Chi Energize page, I have someone on. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I just noticed that. So we are trying out new software. We're going live in several different places. We're on YouTube, several different Facebook groups and pages. And it seems to be working today, I think, but we'll get down the other camera. So let's move up to our lung meridian. Just gently hit that area under your collarbone, between your shoulder blade. That is your lung meridian. Take a nice deep breath. Look around the room. I'd like you to keep your tongue gently on the roof of the mouth. And let's move up to our shoulder. This is our gallbladder meridian. All the tension and tightness in our shoulder. And now, if you notice, as you've been turning, can you turn your body further? Now I just noticed, oh, I can. That is the unwinding moment. So in Qigong, our body gets oiled, like an oiling can, or we can be dry or full of oil. And so this actually helps unwind and release a lot of tension. And as you do it, you'll notice you can look further behind your shoulder. All right, let's move down to our shoulder. Nice deep breath. If you want, you can exhale through your mouth now. So releasing a lot of tension and tightness. Nice deep breath in your mouth, or in your nose, out your mouth. Let's move it down to our waist. All right, now we're just gonna drop into what I call waterways. So just let your hands flop till they go into this pattern of just gentle movement. Just let your body feel like you're standing in water and your hands are just gently rippling across the top of the water. Nice gentle movement. This helps unwind all that tension and tightness that we just moved around from the knocking on the door of life. All right. All right, bring your hands down and just gently let them rock by your side till they flop and stop. All right, we're going to do one now that has to do with the sun and the moon. We're right between the sun and the moon period and the water that we just experienced right now. And it's really a good time for review, right? And for us to identify things in our own life that no longer serve us, that could be easily removed, right? So this is a little bit more challenging because I'm going to have you step a little bit shoulder width apart, a little further than shoulder width apart. And what I'd like you to do is take you can modify this and take your hand and bend it right here. And then we're just going to lift our hand up and look if you can get up to that position. Now, if you want a little bit more challenge, you can go a little bit deeper. We're going to bring our elbow down to our knee, and we're just going to take our hand here, and then it's like the rising moon. So we're going to take our hand and let it rise up over our head, and then we're going to look at our hand. And then we're going to bring it back down, come back down to center. Whichever way you're standing, if you're up here, either way, you're just going to twist back and forth like the moon shining up over the lake. So come back down to center, take your hand, look up over your head. Nice deep breath in here. Look at that hand. Breathe a couple seconds right here and then let it drop nice and gently. Come over to the other side. And then look up at your hand. Gently bring your hand down into the other side. One more time. We're bringing all this lovely energy that we have, creativity, and so if you're down here, you can come down, you can hang further for a second, push some of those hamstrings. It can be a little tight. And then let's raise our hands up over the head, do a little push here, and then hands out to the side. Walk it in if you're further apart. All right, we just opened up a lot of tension, and now we're ready for our flow. So what I'd like you to do, we're going to expand again on the arrow that we did yesterday. And we did two different variations of the arrow. And this time, though, we're going to shoot it in all directions. So we're going to do it in all four directions. Yesterday, we went one way, and then we went the other way. Then we're going to turn and do this way and then that way. So usually in Chinese medicine, we like to do everything north, south, east, and west. So that usually works best. And that helps to really move that energy in all directions of our life, right? Not just two. All right, so feet shoulder width apart. Get nice and relaxed. And we're going to do the one that we did yesterday. So I like to do muscle memory. It really helps us to, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to remember it, right? So have your hands up And we're just gonna put our hands up, palms up, and just grab an intention right now. Now you get to grab 4 of them, or the same one, whichever you'd like. So we're going to take that intention of past and move it into the future, where the future can do something about it, or let it go. All right, so let's take our hand. We're going to bring our hand across our body into prayer position. Come back down into our heart center. Bend down a bit, and then send that intention out. Send that intention out into the universe. And now let's pull our bow and drop down a little bit more. Pull into your armpit here, like you have holding a bowstring there. Turn your head and release. All right, and now we're bring our hand back. And now we're going to come to the other side. Pull that hand across your body. Set your intention. Put it out into the universe. Nice deep breath here, because you're going to release. And then pull that bow. Nice deep breath here, release. All right, now we're going to turn the other way. And we're going to do the same action. We're going to take our hand, cross our body to the prayer position, bend down a bit, bring that prayer into your body, really understand it, whatever that intention is for the future. Push it out into the world, into the universe, for someone, something can happen, right? And then pull the bow, nice deep breath in, release, let it go. And then to the other side, pull all that energy in, set your intention, nice soft here. Let your body know that it's ready to release. Bend into it. You can stay in this position as long as you want. Do this anytime you want to help release. So nice breathing here. And then let's pull that bow, nice deep breath in. Stand up taller and release. All right. So now you know this exercise a little bit better. And it really does help release this energy that I'm talking about, that can just really get stagnant and held within our body. All right, we've almost been live for quite a while now. So my intention is 15 minutes a day. I'm kind of giving you guys a little bit more, and then we have lots of technical difficulties. But so thanks for bearing with me. Let's just do a nice little cool down segment. So we have our heart pumping now after doing all those 2 exercises that we just did. And so now let's ground and center our body. And so I'd like you to just take your hands, and then we're just going to gently take your lower hand, wherever it is, whichever is your lower hand. We're just going to gently scoop up that energy. Nice deep breath in, look at your hand, and then let's pour this energy down the center of your body. And now this other hand, let's push that there. And now turn your hand around, and this hand's going to come up. Look at that hand. And then exhale down. We're just going to do this slow, gentle movement, gathering all of our chi energy, condensing it down. Now you know so much more about, a little bit more anyway, about our lower chakra. Here, this one it is the control center of all of them, honestly, for our body. Everything is harmonized through there. And as you remember, we talked about the butterflies in your tummy. I may be crazy, but that's a sure sign that that's the energy center of our body. It's telling us. And isn't it odd that it's butterfly feeling, that we equate it to that? It's quite interesting, if you ask me. Nice deep breath in, nice white light pouring down, solving all your problems. You're here right now. There's nothing weighing you down except the universe wanting to be one with you, help you in all your mental, physical, and spiritual flow. It's here to help you. We resist many times with our spiritual flow. I got a nice deep golden elixir that came down right there. That's where you want the saliva, and take a nice swallow as that energy is coming down. That means it's working, right? Just get into this field. You can do this anytime. Well, probably not in line at the grocery store. The one that I do in line at the grocery store, here, I'll show you at the end. No one even knows I do it. Well, unless they're really paying attention. All right, let's put our hands over our belly, feet a little closer together. And let's just breathe into it. Where was your breath at the beginning? I always ask you this. And where is it now? Have a nice relationship with it. It wants to expand and contract in all the best ways for you. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you all have just a wonderful weekend. We are having guests over this weekend, so I think it's going to be quite fun for us. I hope you are having some fun family time this weekend. So the exercise I was going to show you, when I stand in line, I'm just standing there in line waiting. So what this does is it's lifting you up and raising you on your bubbling spring. We have this lovely point on the bottom of our foot right here that really helps connect us to heaven and earth. It's good to maybe rub it once in a while, but it's called our bubbling spring. And you want to lift it once in a while, even if you're outside of a grounding, just do this a little bit. Lift the bubbling spring is what it's called. And most people, they just don't care that you're standing in line, just lifting up your heels and bouncing. You can actually go the other way and just rock back and forth. This one really helps open up your hamstring, if you can get that going, right, in a rocking fashion. Or if you've been standing a while, this one is really good to, if you've been sitting in your chair, it helps dispense and disperse a lot of stagnant energy through our leg. All right, so take a drink of water. I always add buoy to my water, guys. I mean, right now we are having an issue with having electrolytes, some really good stuff in our water. Well, this stuff is amazing. I use it in my water, in everything. It's tasteless. It gives you all these wonderful minerals and electrolytes, and it's just hydration drops and trace minerals. It's lovely. I have it for 20% off on my website right now. If you want to go grab that, it's available. Great product. It's pretty reasonable, honestly, for hydration. Usually one of those little hydration packets at the health food store is like $2. So this, well worth it. I mean, this lasts me a month. and this is like 20 bucks. So I mean, I get 3 of these for 20 bucks. And this just one usually lasts me like 2 weeks. So I always have an extra. I do a little subscription service for mine, but I do an extra and I always give one away then. So I have a couple people to give one to this month or so. Try it. You're going to really love it. So let's ground. Nice deep breath. All right. Well, you guys have a marvelous weekend. I was really glad to be here today and teach you a little bit about your chakras, and that now you know you have one above your head and one below your head. And it's pretty darn cool. So let's come back. I think I'm going to be, because I messed up over the week here with doing my live. So we'll talk and we'll see if we'll come back. I know I'll be back on all my platforms, but I don't know if I'll be back on Tanya Lee's, but we'll see. Thanks for joining me, everyone. We'll be back. Bye for now.